Good morning. Let's start our practice. Today we're going to be working on releasing tension and activating circulation on the legs and the lower part of the body. So let's sit in a comfortable position. And then, as always, we start in a similar way, just moving gently, stretching to start to find that comfortable position. Just at least become more aware of our physical body to be able to become more comfortable in it. Okay, and then we will side to side, relax the spine, stomach in and close your eyes. Relax the jaw. Align the neck with the spine also, feeling that lifting from the top of the crown of the head. But then at the same time also allow the abdomen to be soft. Don't hold any tension. The chest also soft. And we start with abdominal breathing as always, with that way of relaxing not just the abdominal area but the whole nervous system. And it's the first part of breathing to the full yogic breath. So we start with that one. And whenever we feel that it's possible to link with the chest, with the thoracic breathing, then we do so. With each inhalation, notice if there is any tension around the upper body, the back, the shoulders, the neck. And if there is, just think that the more space we create, the better we will feel. With the slow breathing, being calm and relaxed, it helps to soften the physical body, to relax the mind. You lengthen your breath in your own rhythm, in your own comfort. And some days you might feel that just the abdominal breathing is enough, or perhaps the abdominal, the thoracic breathing. But if you feel like it's long enough to combine with clavicular breathing as well, then just allow yourself to do so. And then with your next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart. Pressing gently, bringing the gaze up, keeping it up if it was already there. And start thinking about your gratitude, about your two things that you want to bring to your awareness in this moment. And then set your intentions for this practice, your intentions for your day. Or your intentions for the moon cycle. You choose. And with the next inhalation, raise the palms up. And then exhaling, lowering all the way down, resting on your lap. Deep breath in and out, allowing the chin to come towards the chest. And another deep breath in and out. And then from there, with a few blinks, gently open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're gonna stretch the legs straight away. And creating that extra space, bouncing, shaking, moving your toes. So when we want to create that extra circulation and release any heaviness to the legs or any inflammation or tightness, then the toes is the first thing that we need to be working on. So we start working all the way up and then releasing any weight. So we lay down, bend the knees, bring the hands in T shape with the palms down, and then bring the knees to the chest and rock side to side. The first few movements, just make them very smooth to become aware of how the body is feeling, focusing more on the breathing. And then from there, come back to the center and raise the legs all the way up. And then just shake the legs when they're up. The toes just move from side to side. And then straighten the legs as much as you can. Keep them hip width apart, and then inhale and bring the toes towards you. And exhale and extend. And this same exercise, if the legs are very tight at any point, or sometime in the day, then we can do that with the wall behind. So extra support. 2 more. Inhale, flexing. Exhale, pointing. And inhale. Exhale. And then bend the knees. Give them a hug and rock side to side. As a recovery with the arms around the legs, the knees. Good, and then come back towards the center and bring the arms again out in that T shape. Inhale and bring the legs all the way up. Then open them about shoulder width apart at least. But try to keep the legs as straight as you can. And then rotation with the ankles in opposite directions. Try to move your toes also. Okay, and then we swap directions. Breathing slowly. Okay, and then stop those rotations and coming into happy baby. So holding whatever you can with the knees as wide as you can towards the sides of your upper body, so that feet pointing towards the ceiling and rock it side to side. And then bring the feet down, releasing the hands. Bring the arms by your sides with the palms down and make sure that there's enough space in between the shoulder blades. Press it down with the shoulders. And try to walk with the feet as closer to the heels as you can. And then come on the tiptoes and raising the hips slightly higher. And then exhaling, lowering down vertebra by vertebra all the way down towards the mat. Inhale, bring the thighs towards the chest and all the way up towards the ceiling. And then exhaling, bend the knees and lower down and all the way stretching out, ankles flexed, toes towards you. And then point with the toes, inhaling, bring the knees towards the chest, and then bring them all the way up, toes pointing. And then bend the knees, and bring the feet down, ankles flexed, and stretch. And just one more, point with the toes, inhaling, knees to chest, all the way up. And then bending the knees, exhaling, lowering down, flexing the ankles. Good, and then inhale, bring them up, raise them up, and then shake the legs again, feet, creating some kind of vibration on the calves, on the thighs. Good, and then flex the knees and roll on the right side. Using the arm at the bottom as a support for the head, as a pillow. Bring the knees and the hips aligned. Sorry. Use the other hand to support you, leaning slightly forward. We're going to do some leg exercises here. So we stretch the top leg with the toes pointing. And then from there, inhaling and raise it through the sides all the way up. Then exhaling, lowering down. And bring the toes down. So without relaxing, but just touching with the big toe on the floor. And then inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, lowering down. Keep the toes pointing so the leg is very active. Inhaling. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. And then bend the knee. And bring the knee towards the thigh as much as you can, holding by your shin with the top hand. Good. Inhaling there, and then exhaling, bringing the knee down towards the back, the foot closer towards the glute, stretching the thigh. Half Dhanurasana. One more round of breath. Okay, and then release the hand, bring the knee on top of the other, and then stretch the leg and bring that leg towards the back as much as possible. Trying to reach behind you, straightening the leg. Okay, and then bring in front of you and find a stretch on the back of the thigh. Rest the big toe on the mat or on the floor rather, and try to stretch even more. So we press down with the big toe, then we can feel if we have lifted the leg enough, if we can bring a little bit higher. And then bring the leg down and rest on top of that. And then use your arms to bring you up. So we can do the other side. Resting the head, bending the knees, leaning slightly forward. And then from there, we stretch the leg that is on the top. And remember, we touch with the big toe just the floor without relaxing, keeping very active the leg, toes pointing. Inhale and bring it up. Exhaling down. Inhale up. Exhale. 2 inhale, exhale. Good, and inhale, exhale. Good, and then bend the knee and bring the thigh towards the chest, holding by the shin. Good, and then exhaling and pull towards the back. So now we hold it more on the instep if possible, and finding that stretch of the thigh. Bring the shoulder back, and the arm is active, so we can pull a little bit more. As long as we can breathe nice and long, we'll find that extra stretch. Good, and then release the leg, use the support, and then from there, stretch the leg and bring it all the way out, as back as you can. Breathing slowly, and in that stretch, in the hip, engagement of the glutes, with the big toe touching the floor, so we can press there. And then inhaling, bring the leg all the way forward. And again, press with the toes on the floor. Try to find that intense stretch on the back of the leg. As long as it's not painful, then it's okay. Just focus on breathing slowly. And then the flexibility will come. And then inhaling, bringing the leg all the way down, resting on top of it. Good. And then use your arms to bring you up to that sitting position. And then coming on tabletop. Lowering down with the forearms. And we can bring the palms together like in that preposition. Fingers touching together. And quite well spread, so the arms, the lower arms are engaged. And then we push with the elbows to activate the shoulders. Allow the head to be relaxed. And then inhaling, stretch the right leg out. Inhaling, bringing the leg all the way up. But keeping the hips square. Good, and then bend the knee. And then exhaling, bring the knee forward, just slightly, rounding the spine. Inhaling, stretch. Bend the knee. Exhaling forward. Okay, inhale, stretch. Bend the knee. Last time, exhaling forward. Okay, and then bring the knee down. Line with the hips, hip width apart. And push with the elbows, nice and active with the upper body. Inhaling, bring the left leg out. Okay, and engage the glutes as we exhale. And then inhaling, lifting the leg up. Exhaling, bend and forward. 2 more, inhale. Bend the knee, exhale. And inhale. Lifting, bend the knee, exhale. Good, and then bring the knee down, stretch the arms, and keeping the big toes touching, resting on the thighs with the upper body, stretch the arms. There's no need to overstretch the arms in this pose, just allow them to rest, the forehead down, the gaze up, the jaw relaxed. If you feel any tension on the lower back, then you can move your hips side to side. Relax the jaw. And then inhaling, coming back on our tabletop, resting the hands on the mat, soften the shoulders, the elbows, and then tuck the toes under and coming into downward facing dog. Bending the knees one at a time. Find the stretch on the back of the legs and come in the still position, bringing the hips high, softening the elbows, the shoulders. Breathing slowly. And see if you can straighten the legs a little bit more. And then keep them as straight as you can and start walking forward. Lifting the hip and moving the neck forward towards your hands. And then holding opposite elbows. Allow the arms to hang freely on that forward fold. Creating a space on the back of the legs, but also in between the vertebrae. Eyes closed, gaze up. Helping to bring some focus. Sharpen your brain. To activate your digestive system. And then press with your toes, soften the knees, and inhaling slowly, start coming all the way out, standing. Bring the arms towards the back, keep holding them, soften the knees, relax the jaw, arching the spine so we can bring the arms a little bit more. We're keeping the knees bent to protect the lower back. And with the next inhalation, open the arms, shoulder width apart, looking up if possible. And then exhaling, bring the arms by your sides, rolling down, straightening the legs, and then just shake side to side. Okay, and then shake the legs also. Okay, and we're going to do from here an exercise for the ankles as well, to stretch. So bring the hands on the hips and open just about a meter apart. And we're going to bring the heels in, the toes out. Okay, and then we bring the right foot in, the left foot out, and to the side as much as you can. And then the other side, inhaling, left foot in, and right foot out. And then again, inhale. And exhale the other side. And again, inhale. And exhale. And then come back towards the center. So if when we are in the warrior one, let's open a little bit wider. And we try to bring the hips aligned to one side. If we find that it's still not that aligned, that is still a little bit of resistance, then that movement with the ankles, it would really help, because sometimes it's not about the rotation with the hips, the limitation is more with the ankles. So bend the knees, engage with the glutes, and then try inhaling, bring the right foot in and the left foot out. This time straighten as on the warrior one, and tilt the hips. Bend the knee, creating that extra space. And then lean forward, shoulders back. And then come on the tiptoes with the back leg. And lower down slowly. And then inhaling, coming up. Drop the heel. And then bring the left foot in, right foot out. and tilt with the shoulders, with the pelvis, bend the knee, shoulders back. Get on them tiptoes with the back leg, with the back foot, and start coming lower. The shoulders are more back, we have more balance. And then inhaling, coming up, and lowering, heel down. Good. Feet to the front, and then closing the hip width apart. Shake. Good, and then release the hands and grab the blanket. So if there is any discomfort or anything around the lower part, or you find that there is some part of the body that needs a little bit more flexibility, you can let me know, and then we can work on that for tomorrow's session. But for now, relax on that Savasana, make it yours, make it comfortable. Stretch the arms, close your eyes, relax the body. Feel comfortable in that position where we completely let go of any control, where we completely trust. Relax the face muscles also. Relax the jaw, throat. And once you are very comfortable, then you start letting go of the control of the breathing. To completely let go of the control of the body. Expanding from our physical body, because we are much more than our body. And then stay there for another 3 minutes, enjoying that Savasana, enjoying that peaceful moment and the space. And if you are very comfortable there, you can do your meditation from that laying down or sitting upright, even better. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow.